What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 5.
Millionaire Maker. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Okay guys, this is for the Millionaire Maker slate, which is the Sunday main slate at 1 p.m. Oh, and stick around to the very end of this video. After I show you all my picks in the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll show you these players in DraftKings and in FanDuel, the Millionaire Maker slates. There'll be 2 spots open that you have to fill in, but you'll have a great Millionaire Maker core.
Okay guys, NFL Week 5, let's take a look at the quarterback position. So I'm going to save a little bit of salary in a quarterback, I think, who can score 22 fantasy points or more in this matchup. So my Millionaire Maker quarterback is Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Green Bay Packers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing quarterbacks. Joe Burrow has averaged 19 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 2.3 rushes per game. He's going to be about 6% owned, projected at 18.7 fantasy points here in Week 5, but I think he can score 22 fantasy points or more in this one, and he's only $6,100 DraftKings salary and $900 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 50 points scored in this game, with the Bengals trailing by 3. So I like this pick because Joe Burrow's got some good wide receivers. He scored 25 fantasy points last week. He had 3 rush attempts. So this is a guy that can get you some ground yards, and I think Aaron Rodgers is going to keep the pressure on him to continue to pass the ball. I think he's going to get a ton of pass attempts, have a few touchdowns. I think he's going to have a big game. So I like Joe Burrow here versus the Green Bay Packers.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. My Millionaire Maker running back is Leonard Fournette from the Tampa Bay Bucks playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the 10th worst defense overall, and they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Leonard Fournette has averaged 11.4 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 11 rush attempts per game and 4.8 pass targets per game. He got 20 rush attempts last game and 5 pass targets. He's going to be about 13% owned, projected at 14.1 fantasy points here in Week 5. And I like this pick because he's only $5,200 DraftKings salary, $1,200 more on FanDuel. So he's going to open up your salary cap to fit in those other studs. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 48 points scored in this game, with the Tampa Bay Bucks favored by 10. So I think Tom Brady is going to come out with a vengeance after that poor performance in New England last week. I think the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to take the lead, and Leonard Fournette is going to get a ton of work in this one, and he's involved in the passing game with a great matchup. So I like Leonard Fournette here versus the Miami Dolphins.
Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL. NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. My millionaire maker wide receiver is Tyler Boyd from the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Green Bay Packers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing wide receivers, and Tyler Boyd has averaged 14.5 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 7.5 pass targets per game. He's on the field for 75% of the snaps. He's going to be about 8% owned. He scored 24 fantasy points last week off of 11 pass targets. He's projected at 13.2 fantasy points here in week 5. And I like this pick because he's still only $5,300 DraftKings salary and $1,000 more on FanDuel. So you're saving a lot of salary with these picks, stacking up Tyler Boyd with Joe Burrow and Leonard Fournette as your running back. Tons of salary left over to add to the other positions. And we know Vegas thinks there's going to be 50 points scored in this game with the Bengals trailing by 3. So I like Tyler Boyd here versus the Green Bay Packers. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. I'm going to save some more salary in this lineup, giving you guys a great millionaire maker core, leaving tons of salary on the table. So I like Jared Cook from the LA Chargers playing the Cleveland Browns, who have a good defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing tight ends. Jared Cook has averaged 10 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 5.8 pass targets per game. He scored 19 fantasy points last week. He got 7 pass targets. He's going to be about 6% owned, projected at 9.6 fantasy points here in week 5. And he's only $3,600 DraftKings salary, $1,600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 47 points scored in this game, with the Chargers favored by 1.5. So Justin Herbert, he's got a good connection with Jared Cook, often looks for him in the red zone. So I like Jared Cook here versus the Cleveland Browns.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay guys, here we are in the DraftKings lineup optimizer. We have our millionaire maker core locked in here and we've generated a lineup. So let's see who we got. We got Joe Burrow, Leonard Fournette, James Robinson, Antonio Brown, Deebo Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Jared Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, and the Broncos defense. So let's see who else we can play. If we want to go off of Antonio Brown here, we could go with a guy like Devontae Parker from the Miami Dolphins to run him back against the Tampa Bay Bucks. We expect the Bucks to get a big lead here and Leonard Fournette to get a bunch of rush attempts. Then we'll run it back with Devontae Parker. So I like that a little bit better. So I'm going to save this lineup so we can optimize it later if anything changes. Okay, now here we are in the FanDuel lineup optimizer. We have our millionaire maker core locked in here and we've generated a lineup. So let's see who we got. We got Joe Burrow, Dalvin Cook, Leonard Fournette, Tyler Boyd, Deebo Samuel, Kenny Golladay, Jared Cook, Davante Adams, and the Chargers defense. So I like this lineup just how it is. So I'm going to save this lineup so we can optimize it later if anything changes.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.